When my daughter started dating Noah, I wasn't exactly thrilled about it. It wasn't that he was rude or disrespectful. He was actually pretty polite whenever he came over, but something about him just didn't sit right with me. Maybe it was the way he dressed, always in hoodies and sneakers, or the fact that he seemed a little too relaxed about everything. My daughter had always been responsible. She worked hard, planned ahead, and took her future seriously. Noah, on the other hand, looked like the kind of guy who just went with the flow and didn't worry too much about anything. So naturally, I kept my distance. Whenever he came over, I kept the conversation short, a simple hello, maybe a nod, and that was about it. I wasn't rude, but I definitely wasn't welcoming either. One night, my daughter and Noah went out to watch a movie. It was getting late, and I was already in bed when my phone rang. It was my daughter. Her voice sounded worried. "Dad, the car just got a flat tire." I immediately sat up. "Where are you?" I asked. She told me the location. It wasn't too far away, maybe about 15 minutes from the house. My first thought was frustration. I grabbed my keys and headed out the door, already preparing myself to deal with the situation. In my mind, I was picturing Noah standing there helpless while my daughter waited in the cold. When I finally pulled up to where they were parked on the side of the road, I slowed down and looked over, and what I saw surprised me. Noah was already outside the car. The trunk was open, the spare tire was out, and he was crouched down beside the wheel with a tire iron in his hand. My daughter was standing nearby, wrapped in Noah's jacket. By the time I stepped out of my car, Noah had already loosened the lug nuts and lifted the car with the jack. "Hey, sir," he said when he noticed me walking up. "I think I've got it under control, but I appreciate you coming." I just stood there for a moment, watching him work. He wasn't rushing or panicking. He moved calmly and confidently, like he had done it many times before. Within a few minutes, the spare tire was on. He tightened the lug nuts, lowered the jack, and stood up, wiping his hands on a rag he had pulled from the trunk. "Should be good to go," he said. I looked at him and asked, "Where did you learn to do that?" He shrugged a little. "My dad always made me help with car stuff when I was younger," he said. "Figured it might come in handy someday." Then he turned to my daughter and asked if she was warm enough before handing her the car keys. That was the moment something changed for me. It wasn't just that he fixed the tire, it was the way he took care of the situation, and the way he made sure my daughter was okay first. On the drive home, I realized something. Maybe Noah wasn't the kind of guy I expected my daughter to date, but maybe he was exactly the kind of guy she needed.